everybody, welcome back to Twister Sister Studios. I'm Holly, the Twister Sister. Today we are getting ready to celebrate Dia de los Muertos, or Day of the Dead, coming up like tomorrow, but really celebrations kind of go on all month long, so this would be a great one to know for this month. And it's fun because we can still kind of borrow from Halloween, even though it's over. It's kind of got that feel, keep the celebrations going before we get into full-on Christmas and turkeys, right? So today we're going to learn how to make these really pretty, fun, decorative banners or flags, which is a Mexican tradition normally called Papel, Picado, but that means like cut, chopped up papers. These are traditionally made from like tissue paper, and they have beautiful, intricate designs, which is kind of hard to do on balloons, but these kind of give the look and feel of that, except they're made out of balloons, not paper. But I think it's a really fun idea to decorate with if you have any sort of fiesta event or theme, Dia de los Muertos, Cinco de Mayo. This is a fun one. If you're gonna have a booth, decorate your booth, decorate your garlands, throw it on an arch or something. So it's a fun one to know, and plus it's a really good technique of weaving to know how to do with balloons as well. So let's get into it. So to make this size of a flag, I used 6 260s. So you're gonna wanna have 3 pairs of 260s to help keep things straight and help you see what we're doing as we're twisting. I'm going to be using 6 different colors so you can see how we're going as we go. And of course, I'll be using rainbow colors. So get your balloons ready. You want 3 pairs tied together at the nozzle, and just inflate the balloons about halfway. You don't want to overinflate these because we are making a lot of little twists, which can tend to run out on your balloon. Okay, so I'm going to start off. Let's see, I've got pink, orange, yellow, green, and then I have a blue and a purple. So we're gonna say this is like number 1, number 2, the colors of the rainbow. So if it's number 1, I'm gonna actually start twisting on my number 2, and we're just gonna make small round bubbles the whole entire time and twist them together. And the key here to making it look perfect is to keep your bubble sizes consistent, which is easier said than done, so I won't judge you too harshly. Okay, so we've got our yellow is going to be beside the orange. So let's go ahead and do a small little bubble in our yellow. And once we have our 2 bubbles, we're going to twist them together. Okay, and just try to keep your colors going straight down from these starter bubbles. All right, so now the next one over, we're going to come to, and it's a green. So we're going to make our small little green bubble. And then we need to grab our 3rd pair, which is the blue and purple. So blue comes after green in the rainbow. So we're gonna do a small round bubble in our blue, and then take these 2, twist them together, just like that. Hey, hey. Okay, so now what I like to do is to kind of, if you see where these are gapping apart, I like to get those twisted together next, just to kind of keep everything coming together. All right, so I'm gonna just start on my yellow balloon here, and then come over to the green, make 2 small round bubbles, and then twist those together. And just keep your colors lining up as we go. This is gonna be such a pretty flag. Okay, next I'm gonna do the outside edges, which is the trickiest part, but it's not really hard. All you have to remember is that on this outside edge, you're usually gonna need to make 2 bubbles back to back. So we're gonna need to make a bubble to fill out this top row here. So there's our top row bubble, but then we're also gonna need a bubble here for the 2nd row that we're already starting. So I'm gonna go ahead and twist 2 bubbles on my last balloon here. And then of course we just need the 1 bubble on the blue to finish out this row with the blue and the purple. So now we're gonna twist those together. Now you can really see how that weave is starting to come together. I call this sort of like a flat weave. Some people call it like a fabric weave, because you really can make like balloon fabric doing this style of a weave. Now we're going to do the same thing on this other outside edge with the pink and the orange. So this pink balloon is going to need 2 small round bubbles, and then the orange will just do the 1, And then we'll twist all of that together. Look how pretty this is going to be. Oh my gosh, I love rainbows and color. This is gonna be so exciting to see it all come together. Okay, so now we're gonna keep going, doing the same thing. So what you wanna do is look for the gaps. So like right here, we have a gap, okay? And we can bring these two balloons together to close up that gap. So what I'm gonna do is start with the green. We'll do our small round bubble in the green, and then same thing with the blue, small round bubble in the blue, twist those together. Okay, and then we'll same thing over here with the orange and yellow. The orange and yellow are trying to separate. We gotta pull them together, stitch them together. So small round bubble yellow, small round bubble orange, twist them together. So now you can see our third row is starting to form. We just got to finish these outside edges here. So let's go ahead and do that. So this outside edge, we're going to need 2 bubbles. So 1 to finish off the third row and 1 to start the fourth row. There's our third and fourth row bubbles. And right beside it, we're going to come over to the blue balloon, twist a little bubble, and bring them together. Look how pretty. All right, we're gonna do the same thing now. Come next door. We need to bring our green and yellow together. So I'm gonna twist a little bubble in the green, twist a little bubble in the yellow, and twist them together. Okay. And the other outside edge here, our pink and our orange, same thing. We're going to twist a little bubble in the pink, twist a little bubble in the pink, so 2 bubbles, and then 1 on the orange, and bring them together. So that is it. That is how you weave these balloons together. You can keep going as long as you want to until you run out of balloon, until it's the size that you need it to be. You can make a whole little balloon dress like this. There's so much you can do. So I'm actually gonna do, I think, 1 or 2 more runs of this. So 2 rows makes a whole complete thing. And so I'm gonna go, I think, do 2 more times, get the right size of flag or banner that I want. So continuing on, we are going to twist now our orange and our yellow together. Gonna close these up. And now we're gonna twist our green and our blue together. This is so pretty. I'm in love with these colors. As you can see by my shirt, you guys look, this is a dress where the whole bottom part is the rainbow leopard print with hidden balloon dogs. Let me see if I can find one. There's a little hidden balloon dog right there. I am like all about the colors today. Okay, so we've got that 5th row started right here. We just need to tie up our loose ends. So we're gonna do a purple bubble, but we need another purple bubble to start the next row. Do the blue, twist those together. Okay, we'll come across. Now we need to bring our yellow and green together. So twist our little bubbles and bring them together. The hardest part about this is these balloons keep whacking you in the face. At least they're soft. And same thing for the pink, our outside edge, we're gonna need to do 2 bubbles and then 1 on the orange and bring it together. So now you can see what we have so far. And I think on these guys, yeah, I'm gonna do 1 more full complete set of 2 more rows. So let's get into that. So let's start with our orange and yellow here. I'd like to bring those together. And then our blue and our green. So you can do this with all solid colors like I've done earlier. And this is just to make it easier to learn on. because you can really see the colors and make sure that your balloon, you know, it just helps you keep track of everything as you're learning the technique. Okay, and I love the way this looks. I've never done a rainbow one of these before, and I'm all about it right now. All right, so we are beginning our very last row now. We've got to finish up our 5th row over here though. So let's do this other side. We've got our pink, 2 bubbles for the pink, and 1 for the orange. Now all we have to do, you can see the little gap, we've got to bring our yellow and green balloons together. So, little bubble for the green and little bubble for the yellow. All right, twist those around. Now, these flags will or this fabric, balloon fabric, will tend to kind of come out a little like warped and misshapen. Don't worry though, because it is possible to flatten these out really nice. You just need to kind of look at your bubbles. So, if you can see right here, this orange bubble is kind of pushed back behind the other bubbles, and we don't want that. That's gonna warp and bend this. So what you can do is, it helps if you lay this flat on a table, and then you can kind of go in with your fingers, pick that bubble, and pull it out to be even on the same level as the other bubbles. You can also do it just holding it like this. Just use your fingers to kind of pull different bubbles forward or backward, and just try to line everything up so that all your bubbles are kind of even with each other and nothing's really like too far forward or too far back. Look at that. It's beautiful. All right, now how do we finish this thing? You could keep going. This reminds me of that cat, like the old internet meme where the cat was like, had a rainbow coming out behind him. All right, so what we're gonna do is just take our pairs of balloons. So these 2 are twisted together right here. So this is a pair, and what I do is I just cut off both of those balloons, leaving myself long enough tails that I can just tie these together in a good double knot, if this is all I'm doing with it. There's other applications for this where you might want to do something different there. But for our purposes today, I'm just going to tie all these together. So same thing with our yellow and green pair. And last one. And there we have it. Now to finish this off, I am going to cut really close to the knots. So I'm going to make sure that these are pulled nice and tight so that when I cut really close to the knots, there's no risk of anything coming undone, because then everything will unravel, and that's heartbreaking. And there you have a really cool little piece of balloon fabric, perfect for making flags and banners, perfect for our Papel Picado. And the way that I hung this was I just took the string and just kind of threaded it through this corner bubble here, and then took it over to the last corner, and then just kind of pulled it up tight inside of the twist so that it was nice and sturdy on the string and didn't move around. If you're gonna be in maybe outdoors or something like that, you could maybe use tape if you want it to be more secure, but it's pretty secure, just kind of wedged over the string like that. So what do you guys think of this? Please let me know in the comments if this is a new technique for you to learn. It's definitely not something I would do in a line work situation. I can't think of any time I've ever woven in front of a bunch of people except maybe a top hat or 2. But it's not something that I do often for line work, but this is great to decorate for. If you're a decorator, you want to decorate your house, this is a great little element to add into your decor. Also, if you are trying to learn how to make balloon dresses, all kinds of balloon weaving practice is really good for that. This is a type of weave that is sometimes used in wearable balloon art. So you can see if I kept going with this, it could be like a really long tube top, which I'm tempted to do now because that looks really pretty. I'm already getting ideas for next year's costume. Why wait till next year? I'll just do it for the next video. I don't know. I might be kidding. Anyway, I hope that this made learning this technique fun and very easy for you to understand. So please let me know how I did in the comments if you were able to follow along, and let us celebrate with you if you did your first balloon weave while watching this video. I want to hear about it. You can post in the comments or come on over into our free Facebook group where you can actually post a picture of your work so we can all cheer for you and celebrate your big win. I also use this technique for graduation caps. Just kind of make it square, so 2 less rows, and I do this on top of my graduation caps. I have a full graduation cap tutorial that's available inside the Twister Hood, along with a ton of other tutorials that are not available here on YouTube. Usually more advanced stuff or like series of things that would be on a DVD. That's all inside the Twister Hood, just a small part of what is in the Twister Hood. So if that's something that sounds cool that you want to be a part of, there's a link below this video. You can click on it to find out more about my membership and see if it would be a good fit for you and help you in your balloon business. As you can see, we do have some new merch available that I'm all decked out in today, and this is all available at thetwistersister.com. We've got the new balloon rainbow leopard dress, and this has pockets, ladies, on both sides. I love it. I love a dress with pockets. It's long. It hits well below my knees, several inches. Perfect length if you like to wear a petticoat underneath these types of dresses. Long sleeves for the fall and winter. And then we've also got the new leopard print balloon dogs as necklaces and keychains. Just put those up in the store, and I only have like 3 of these. I found these at a vendor over the weekend, and I'm going to be trying to get more from her, but no guarantees. Look at these little rainbow chrome balloon dog earrings. It's hard to see with the light so bright right now, but they're rainbow chrome balloon dog earrings. I bought all of the stock that she had of them, but it only made like a couple sets of earrings. So there's 3 of these available. But check it out. We are starting to put up some more jewelry, which I make by hand here in my studio. So those ship out really fast because I'm able to ship them right from here in Colorado Springs. The clothing is made to order, so it does take a little bit longer as they print the fabric, cut it out, sew it, and then ship it direct to you from the manufacturer. I wish I was Superwoman and could do all that myself, but alas, I am not. So if you need to get yourself a new early Christmas gift or something to up your game at your events, check out the store. We've got a lot of cool new products going up lately. That's it for our video this week. Again, I can't wait to see pictures of your little Fiesta Dia de los Muertos banners and flags in our Facebook group this week. I'd love to see what other things you guys come up with using this technique. So please make sure you're in that group. It's free to join, and I'll be hanging out over there until next week when I see you again here on YouTube for another free balloon twisting tutorial. Bye everyone, have a great week.